We start our economic analysis with the local housing market, which has been in a steep dive during the last 2 years, but recently home prices have been on the rise. KPBS reporter Sharon Heilbrunn has an update on the current status of buying and selling homes in San Diego.
For almost a year, home prices in San Diego County have crept higher. The most recent home price index report from Standard & Poor's Case-Shiller showed that home prices in San Diego County rose 0.4% from September to October. Usually, that's when home buying activity slows down. So, is this a reason to be optimistic about the housing situation in San Diego? Mark Goldman, a certified mortgage planning specialist and lecturer at San Diego State University, is hesitant.
It's always a good thing when home values go up. We've lost a great deal of value here in San Diego. Home prices are down over a third. In fact, about a third of homeowners are upside down on their homes. So it's always good that prices don't decline further. What does it tell us about the future? Not very much, unfortunately. I'm hoping that we're nearing a bottom in the market. But the two questions I always ask myself are, what brought us here, and then what's changing?
Goldman attributes improvements in the housing market to very low interest rates and supports from the first-time homebuyer tax credit.
In 2009, the Federal Reserve committed to purchase $1.25 trillion, that's trillion with a T, in mortgages, and to help support the residential mortgage market.
But what happens when this government help expires?
Those supports, those props of the market are going to be removed during the first quarter and first half of 2010. My concerns for 2010 are that none of the fundamental problems that have brought housing prices down have really been addressed, in my opinion.
Goldman is talking about active foreclosures and unemployment, which is at a little more than 10% right now in San Diego County.
The number of active foreclosure processes that are going on, the last month that was reported was October 2009, are almost double what they were the year before.
But there are some promising signs.
One of the positive signs that we're seeing now in the last 30 days is that the government has tried to put more pressure onto banks to mitigate foreclosures by doing realistic loan modifications or allowing deed in lieu of foreclosure or allowing short sales.
And this is still a buyer's market.
Home prices have fallen to a point where the cost to own is very close to the cost to rent. So if somebody is thinking about buying a home and staying in it for a long time, this could be a great opportunity.
Now, Goldman says that if you do try and buy a home in this market, be cautious, especially when dealing with a foreclosure or short sale, which can sometimes look like a good deal but end up costing you more money in the long run. We want to know, what do you think is needed to turn around the housing market in San Diego County in 2010? Log on to kpbs.org/SDweek and leave us a comment. For KPBS, I'm Sharon Heilbrunn.